Welcome to the Stairway to Heaven. We're coming to you bringing insights into the ever-changing high-frequency currents now bathing the planet and their effect on us all. The source of vital information for the evolving human being. I'm Gwilda Wiyaka. Demystifying spiritual healing. Not long ago, I was being interviewed by my producer, Rob McConnell, on his show, The X-Zone Radio TV, when we ran across a major gap in understanding. Now, Rob and I have known each other and worked together for years, so if we were having trouble communicating about an issue, it occurred to me others would as well. We were discussing the topic of spiritual illness. My role as a shamanic practitioner and instructor, as well as a preceptor of the University of Northern Colorado School of Medicine, is to bridge the gap between ancient and tried and true esoteric forms and modern medicine. In fact, it's been my role and goal for over 40 years. Rob, by the way, is a brilliant, well-educated man. So when he and I struggled at length to get on the same page with the concept, I decided it would warrant a more precise attention on my part to clarify and bridge the gap. To do so, we'll need to look back in history. In ancient times, when science was basically non-existent, the medicine people of the indigenous tribes developed what is now referred to as spiritual healing. These ancient practitioners also performed physical, emotional, and mental healing in the forms of herbology, mentoring, and reframing concepts. Many of these forms are still used by various tribes and practitioners. Meanwhile, science as we know it developed and grew into what it is currently. With the exception of herbs, some of which have since been reduced to their constituent parts and synthesized, creating many of the drugs we use today, modern medicine developed totally independent of the old shamanic healing forms. Yet, they address many of the same things. Spiritual illness impacts a wide range, including person, animal, place, thing, and situation. For simplicity's sake, in this discussion, I'll focus on the medical aspects of shamanism and the medical science as they relate to human beings. Not long ago, scientific instrumentation became advanced and refined enough to study the electromagnetic and energetic aspects of life. EKGs, EEGs, and so on are now used in medicine to accurately measure heretofore invisible energies of the body, providing useful diagnostic tools. It was also discovered that the human body is surrounded by an electromagnetic field. This magnetic field is produced by a combination of all the organs in the body that consist of or contain muscle or nerve. The heart is the most powerful source of electromagnetic energy in the human body, producing the largest electromagnetic field of any of the body's organs. The heart's electrical field is about 60 times greater in amplitude than the electrical activity generated by the brain. This is what makes a heart connection such a powerful tool. The progression of our technology has also provided many modern-day conveniences. Unfortunately, some of these advancements have come with a shadow side impacting our health and well-being. The studies have shown that children who live within 20 meters of high-voltage power lines at birth were 1.69 times more likely to develop leukemia, compared with children who live more than 600 meters from a line. This indicates that the formerly invisible electromagnetic aspect of the body is indeed impacted by equal invisible electromagnetic pollution, and physical illness can result. Indigenous shaman or medicine people did not possess the modern-day equipment that we now have. Nonetheless, they understood and treated the electromagnetic or energetic aspect of their people. These treatments involved ritual and shamanic trance to access and effect a change at the energy field of the patient. Essentially, shaman are energy masters. Through genetic predisposition and rigorous training passed down for generations, they have amazing control of their personal electromagnetic field. Authentic shaman practitioners can correct imbalances in their client's field or in their organs by generating and introducing the corrective frequencies through their own field. This seemingly mysterious ability has been demonstrated by mothers throughout the ages. Mothers have a powerful heart connection with their children. Energetic information is exchanged through the heart connection between mother and child. This phenomenon results in what we have come to call mother's intuition. In addition, when the child is hurt or upset, the very sound of a child's cry will initiate measurable hormonal changes in the mother that impact her frequency and her behavior. Mothers instinctively bring their upset or sick child into their personal space and hold them, thus creating a resonance that rebalances the child's field. As a mother, I well remember the altered state I would enter to soothe and heal my children. It's extremely calming, powerful, and as natural as breathing. Children are also drawn to be in close proximity with their mothers frequently throughout the day. This serves to rebalance the child from harmful outside influences until they mature and their personal field stabilizes. Many traditions consider the earth to be our mother and utilize the rebalancing characteristics of the earth's electromagnetic field. By observing her natural cycles and frequently performing ceremonies designed to align the people with the earth's field, indigenous people have maintained balance throughout earth alignment for millennia. In ancient times, before modern science created instrumentation that could read at the electromagnetic level, the cause and treatment of energetic aspect of illness was invisible. Without modern framework, a language needed to be developed to describe the cause and treatment of spiritual or energetic illness. The shamanic practice uses a trance state to access information and treat illness. Just as in a dream, archetypes and metaphors are presented to represent the frequencies involved. Thus, energetic illness and its causes were often described using metaphor and symbology, such as archetypes, apparitions in the form of evil spirits, and the like. Early medicine may have used terms such as ill humors to describe the same. The ancients considered the invisible energetic imbalances leading to physical, emotional, and mental illness to be a spiritual illness. The rituals used to enable the shamanic practitioner to focus their ability to manage the frequency often took the form of metaphorical battles between good, balance, and evil, imbalance. For instance, while in a trance, a practitioner may see themselves slaying a demon on behalf of their client. Much like the sound of a child's cry impacts the mother, this image serves to initiate hormonal and other changes in the practitioner, affecting the frequency of the practitioner's field, which counterbalances the imbalance in that of their patient. No real demon slaying involved. While looking quite different than modern medical science, nevertheless, these ancient treatments were and are effective. Modern shamanic practices continue to use the metaphorical terminology as well as the concepts and treatments developed by the ancients. This has resulted in a huge gap of understanding between science and shamanism, the very one Mr. McConnell and I experienced on his show. To him, the word spiritual carried a woo-woo connotation, bringing to mind magic, theatrics, sleight of hand, with no basis in science. Further complicating the issue, there are many untrained, half-cocked individuals claiming to be shaman. With at best a weekend workshop under their belt, they perpetuate the magical, mystical, mysterious reputation of the form by having no real clue of the energetics behind the rituals or how to perform solid shamanic healing. These individuals cannot demystify it because they don't understand how it works in the first place. They wave sage around, pound on drums, and shake rattles while speaking of battling evil spirits, with no real clue about what the rituals really are or the purpose behind them. It's simply what they've seen other practitioners do, so they imitate them, thinking it makes them shaman. Shamanism is not magic. Instead, it's an organized set of rituals that helps a highly trained practitioner to focus their natural ability to manage matter at the quantum level. The bottom line: spiritual illness and electromagnetic field imbalances are one in the same. Through exacting energy management, shamans are able to correct energetic imbalances that can lead to spiritual, aka energetic, emotional, mental, and physical illness. Sadly, while the rituals and paraphernalia are simply tools of the form, they've become viewed as the form itself. Furthermore, many of the original rituals have become watered down and polluted by people who don't understand them well enough to realize that every step has its purpose. They decide they have a better idea and modify the ancient rituals as they deem fit, creating a new form, and as often as not, naming it after themselves. This is what gives many New Age practitioners and forms a bad name. It's never wise to rock the boat until you know what makes it float. The practice of using forms one is not well versed or trained in, with little or no understanding of its underlying principles, also serves to maintain the gap between the ancient arts and modern medical science. While modern medicine has come to realize the electromagnetic field and some of the illnesses resulting from an imbalance there, to my knowledge, they do not commonly treat at the energetic level. Instead, they must wait until imbalance manifests physically and then treat it physically. The physical body is made of matter, and therefore denser and slower moving than the energetic body. Once an illness becomes physical, it's probably impacted the emotional and mental levels as well. It only makes sense to manage an imbalance while it's still energetic and much easier to correct. A true shaman can and does treat the energetic level. The shaman can read the electromagnetic field surrounding the body, which all the organs play a part in creating. Any imbalance that can lead to or are created by physical illness can be detected there. It is possible to make energetic corrections before they trickle down to the physical level and manifest as physical illness. Modern medicine calls this preventative medicine. While preventative medicine usually involves diet and lifestyle changes, just imagine adding the potential effectiveness of energetic rebalancing. It's also possible to detect electromagnetic imbalances caused by illness in the body, and thus diagnose the problem from the energy field. The difference here between modern medicine and shamanism is while the doctor uses instrumentation such as EKGs and EEGs to pinpoint the problem, the shaman uses their personal access to the quantum level to do the same. I'm not suggesting the ancient form as a replacement for modern medicine. Medical science is a miraculous thing, offering many treatments and cures the ancient forms do not. What I am suggesting is to bridge the understanding gap, maybe even create a new common language. Shamanism and other ancient forms offer viable tools to treat the energetic aspect of human health and well-being. To disregard them due to semantics is criminal. There's another issue preventing wider acceptance of shamanism as a viable medical treatment. Shamanism has not been scientifically validated. Like so many alternative answers to illness, there are little to no studies being done on the form. Shamanism is shunned due to ignorance and lack of scientific evidence. Shamanism is not a new drug that can be marketed and sold. There's no profit in it for the entities, no pun intended, which finance large studies. Therefore, the funding is simply not there. Many would say Big Pharma likes to keep it that way, as they cannot profit from a form they cannot regulate, patent, and market. In addition, if shamanism is proven effective at preventing illness and that are currently being treated by drugs, it threatens to cut into the Big Pharma's bottom line. Now, politics and conspiracies are not my department. However, Demystifying and bridging the gap between modern science and viable ancient form is. I dream of a future where the old and new can collaborate for the benefit of all, where every individual can access and wield their natural ability to manage frequency, correcting and preventing illness in all things, where the power of a mother's natural healing presence is recognized, honored, and understood, where balance is restored to the Earth Mother and all of her children. Thank you for joining me, Gwilda Wiyaka, on the Stairway to Heaven, where we provide updates on the energetic currents facilitating our evolution into conscious, powerful co-creators. As I'm sure you've noticed, not only do the Stairway to Heaven episodes stand alone, but they weave together to form a map into evolution and personal empowerment as we enter the new era. To revisit this or any of our past episodes, visit our archives at www.stairwaytoheavenmedia.com. If you'd like to find out more about me, my school, and the evolutionary tools we offer, visit www.findyourpathhome.com. Until next time, may you be blessed on your sacred path to wholeness. We are here. The time is now.